Namaskar. Hello and welcome to PGurus channel. I'm your host Sree Iyer. Joining me is Sumit Peer and he's going to be answering your questions today. But before that, we're going to have a brief talk about the rise and fall of AAP. Well, I came out with this book in 2018. We'll go back and touch upon some of the predictions that was written there, because even back then, 6 years ago, we had predicted that AAP's completely dependent on Ford Foundation and many other work in organizations for their survival, and they have proven us true. Okay, let's now welcome Sumit Peer Ji. Sumit Ji, Ram Ram, Namaskar, how are you?
Ram Ram, Radhe Radhe, sir. All good and fine by the kripa of Lord Mahakal and your Ashirwad, of course.
So I thought, why not do a slightly different way of greeting our viewers on this great day of Holi. Holi best wishes to all of you. And I have a small musical just to kind of share our thoughts of joy with all our viewers. And it is around, you will know. Just 1 second, please. Can we have the music?
Perfect, sir ji. Perfect. Maza aa gaya.
Thank you. Thank you. I hope viewers, you liked it. It came after a lot of effort, and it will be a we will continue to improve on this. And I will, once the finished product, or at least when I think it's finished, I will share with you what I did. So thanks once again, Sumit Ji. And I've sampled it with a few people so far. People loved it. And it's got that, Krishna Bhagwan amongst us. And let's hope that we will get to see the Mathura temple back to its old glory. Thank you so much, viewers. Now let's go to our topic of the day. Natwarlal, Kejriwal. Over to you, Sumit Ji.
Sir ji, sir, in the name of Bhagwan Shri Ganesha, let's do the Shri Ganesha of this vlog, and Radhe Radhe and bahut shubhkamnaएं Holi ki. May, best celebrations for the Holi. And yesterday when we do the Holi Dahan, we burn our ahem, we burn our all bad karma, we burn for ourselves, for our country, for our community, and we evolve as a new person today. And on those wishes, let's start. And I wish you all and all your families the same. The important thing which is today, Shri sir, is a very important day, because Holi ke baad kuch important hota. After Holi, always is something which comes out. Today, they were always this talk. Shri 𝗒𝙗𝙗 Kejriwal ji had alleged links with the Khalistanis. He had got money from Khalistanis. He used this money for the election campaign, and people used to say he's hand and glove with Khalistanis, but that was a alleged allegation against him. Now, what happened today? This Pannun released a video for surfaced of Pannun, wherein 5 things are very prominent. First thing, Pannun is claiming that Arvind Kejriwal met him in 2014 in New York when he was not a CM, he was nobody. He asked for help. Pannun told him, okay, we'll help you, but you have to do certain things for us. And he said, okay, we'll do the things for you. Pannun claims from 14 to 22, he has paid him $16.6 million. That's approximately 130 crore. 130 crore rupiah, even this, these 7-8 years. The Pannun says one of the thing which was agreed that was when the Aam Aadmi party will come into the power, Professor Bhullar is the prime accuser in 93 bombings, and he is in the jail. He'll be released in 5 hours. Then Pannun says it's 9 hours. You did not release Bhullar. You have betrayed us. You have betrayed everybody. Then he says Bhai Amritpal is in a Dibrugarh jail. He's languishing there under UAPA and all. How did you let it happen? So he's questioning Kejriwal. Now, who is Pannu? Pannu is a known international terrorist. I mean, that is minimum you can call him. So this international terrorist is calling, I have given money to the current Chief Minister of Delhi, who is in the ED's jail. And because of this, he's questioning why you have not done me. What about Bhullar? Why is Bhai, what is his name? Kya naam uska? In the Assam jail. I just
Amritpal Singh.
Amritpal. Then he's telling him why your police is doing encounters in Punjab of some Khalistanis and terrorists. So according to him, they are not supposed to do encounters. They are just suppose for the Punjab police is supposed to wait for them to kill them. They are not supposed to do anything. Then he's telling them, all the people who are pressing for Khalistani referendum, how come you are doing kanuni karwai on them? How come the criminal proceedings are done against them? This is not what we agreed. This is not what we gave you money. You have taken our 130 crore rupees and you are not giving us what you deserve, what you have done. Now, with all this happening, with all this video out and all, now there are another allegations. There are another series of allegations that you have done this, you have betrayed us, Bhagwant Mann has betrayed us, nobody should vote for you, nobody should vote for Badals, Punjab should go for Khalistan and all other things. But this is a very clear-cut evidence. There's a very cut thing. He has shown the pictures. If you have that video, there are pictures, there are things where he has shown, how they have been in hand in glove with each other. Now, this is what Pannu claims, and everybody knows who's Pannu, right? Pannu is not an Indian national. He's an American citizen and he also has a Canadian passport. Now, with all these things happening, what is the moot point? The moot point here is an international terrorist, an international terrorist sympathizer and a Khalistani leader and a known separatist is straightway saying, I have given you 130 crore rupees, Mr. Kejriwal, for these agendas and you have not delivered on them. You have betrayed us, you have betrayed our home, you have betrayed our organization. So there is a direct link. Now, the people can come and argue, Sree sir, say, okay, hey, Sumit, hold on. This Pannu is a terrorist, right? How do we know what this terrorist is saying is true? Maybe this terrorist has cooked up stories. Maybe he's making a cocktail of lies. Yes, Pannu is a terrorist. Has he cooked the stories or not? No. This is the proof. Sachin bhai, if you can show this letter. Now, we'll show you a letter. Now, once the letter comes on screen, let it come up. Now, this letter is dated, I think, 27th March 14, right? 27th January 14. This letter is written by Shriman Arvind Kejriwal ji. He is now the Chief Minister of Delhi. He's writing to Mr. Iqbal Singh Ji. Iqbal Singh Ji is kind of an activist who has been fasting for alleged, injustice to Sikhs and why Bhullar is not released. Now he's writing him. If we can, Sachin bhai, if you can, thoda bada karenge letter ko. If you can increase the font size.
Please. Yeah, thank you. Wonderful.
I have learned from various sources that you are sitting on an indefinite unction demanding justice for Sikhs on various issues. This is the first part. So this is Arvind Kejriwal ji as Chief Minister writing to Mr. Iqbal Singh. Our government is sympathetic to the cause and would take all necessary steps, ensure full justice. However, the issues involved are very complex and require consultation at various stages. We will try and find out solutions soonest. So he empathizes with the cause and says, yes, there are problems. We empathize with the cause. Paragraph number 3. Delhi government has already recommended to the president for the release of Professor Bhullar and will be working on other issues, including formation of a SIT extra in sympathetic time-bound manner. So when Mr. Kejriwal is saying that the Delhi government, and he as the Chief Minister, has already written to the Honorable President of India, wherein he is asking him and requesting him to release Bhullar. And he will also form a SIT wherein all other cases will be looked into sympathetically in a time-bound manner. So now Bhullar is the same person which Pannu is saying that this was the first part of the deal. When we'll come to the power, 5 ghante mein, within 5 hours, we'll release Bhullar. Now he's saying it's 9 years. Why you not release the Bhullar? So now there is a link between the video and there is a link between the letter. If Pannu is concocting that video, or let's say, imagine it's all lies. How come the Chief Minister of Delhi, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal ji, is writing to the President of India and asking about the release of the same Bhullar who is the prime accused in 1993 bomb blast, which killed so many people? What is the sympathy between Pannun and Bhullar? Right? This is what here and here. 𝗤𝙪𝙤 has also signed. Now 𝗤𝙪𝙤 cannot say I have not signed. Usually 𝗤𝙪𝙤 is a good tactic. मैंने sign तो किया नहीं. Here 𝗤𝙪𝙤 has signed also as Chief Minister of Delhi. So what Pannun is claiming and what the letter is, there is a clear link. Now after this link, after this revelation, the question which we are asking right now, the question which we should ask right now, the question which nation should ask right now, why Mr. Kejriwal should not be booked under NSA and UAPA? There's a clear-cut link which has emerged. So if you book him, then you will be able to find what is it and what is not there. Now, when Mr. Kejriwal was saying, "Main jaldi bahar aaunga," then I told you, sir, he's just telling you because he's worried his party will break up. And was a former professor. He was convicted by Tata court in 1993, Delhi bomb blast, left 9 people dead and injured 31. So 𝗼𝗚𝘅 Singh Bhullar, you all can read the screen, I believe, right? So this is about Mr. Professor Bhullar. Now, what is the sympathy of Mr. Kejriwal ji in a 1993 accused person who killed 9 people in a bomb blast? He's convicted by the Tata court. What is his interest? And what is the interest between this terrorist and Pannun and Kejriwal? How are they linked? How are they talking the same thing? Where is this money trail being talked about? And also there are allegations people are talking about. Mr. Raghav Chaddha is in London and he is meeting some MPs, which are again British MPs, which are of Sikh origin and which are again sympathetic to this cause of Khalistan. And there's one more thing, Sachin bhai, if you can show the picture. There's one more thing. In whole of this Punjab campaign, Mr. Kejriwal and all the Aam Aadmi Party was wearing yellow turbans. Now, yellow color is the color of Khalistan. So, if you join the dots, there all seems to be a link. And I'm telling you again, I can't give the name, but there is one young dynamic leader of Aam Aadmi Party who has had a word with Pannun. I have been telling you this, Shri sir. I have been telling you this, and NIA has a recording. Ye dekhiye. This is the yellow turban. Why yellow turbans? Why yellow color? Why only yellow color? I mean, Sikhism has so many beautiful colors. Why only yellow color? What is the yellow color, yellow, and what is the link to Khalistanis? And Shri sir, if you remember, I have been telling you, there's one young dynamic leader of Aam Aadmi Party who has spoken to Pannun and our agencies. I believe NIA has a complete recording of that. Complete recording of that call when he spoke to Pannun. Now, if you join the dots, Pannun, acha, ye kya hai? Professor, ha. This is Preet Kaur Gill. She is the MP of from London. She's of a British origin. And she is very sympathetic to Khalistani cause. And Mr. Chaddha, who seems to have gone for an eye operation, seems to be meeting such kind of people. Now, where is this and why for an eye operation you need to go to London? Why in the whole world London? We have discussed all that. Why only London? Why not England? Why not USA? Why not France? Why not Germany? Why not Italy? And why not India? India has the best of the medical care and the cheapest and the best medical care. So that does mean our MPs will go to London for an eye operation and you and me are supposed to go to nearest mohalla clinic. So if you join the dots, sir, it is a very clear-cut case. And Shri sir, nobody from AAP has refuted these charges. You are not saying these charges are fake. You are not saying these charges are concocted. You are not even contesting Pannun. The problem is because of the letter. Now, the ball is in the court of ED. The ball is in the court of CBI. Now, if it is foreign funding, then obviously NIA has to get involved. And now Mr. Amit Shah and Prime Minister Modi and the Defense Minister and External Affairs Minister, they all have to understand the whole paradigm. We are talking of British MPs meeting Raghav Chaddha ji. We are talking of Pannun's funding. So we are talking of money. We are talking of 130 crore rupees. We are talking of a lot of things. We are talking this letter. We are talking of the sympathy with Bhullar. I am not saying that, I'm not concluding anything. But this is a solid prima facie case which needs to be investigated. So NIA has to come in. NIA has to get the fund trail. NIA has to look all the funding which Aam Aadmi Party got. And so if it's a question of foreign funding and if Pannun, whatever he's saying is right, and these all things add up, then there is a solid case. And I don't think if this sticks to him, Mr. Kejriwal is out of the jail pretty soon. It will be a long haul in the jail because it's a clear-cut case of taking funding from anti-India forces, from people who are here to divide India, people who are here to break us, the people who are sympathizing with the person who has killed 9 Indians in a bomb blast. So what is the link here? Why did Mr. Kejriwal write this letter? Why is he sympathetic to Professor Bhullar? What is his relation with Bhullar? These are the questions which people will ask. And after these proofs out in the open, I think the Home Minister of India, the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Raksha Mantri ji, Dr. Jaishankar Saab, they should look into it along with the agencies and see what is exactly happening. And I'm very sure the Honorable Chief Justice of India, Mr. Chandrachud sir, he must have also taken cognizance of this. And I'm sure the luminaries of the country must have taken a cognizance of this. I'm very sure the media channels of the country must have taken cognizance of this. But will they play it? Will they talk about it? Will they not talk about it? That is something to be seen. But from PGurus channel, what we are saying, at least this all should be investigated. At least this all should be looked into. If there is truth in this, then there's a serious case. If there is no truth in it, let it be. But prima facie, what we can see from the periphery, there's a very, very serious charge. And the person in discussion is the acting Chief Minister of Delhi. There is one more thing I want to bring to your notice. Now, we have been given this impression that, Arvind Kejriwal ji is running the government from jail. While to the best of my cases, mafias and gangs run from jail, not the governments. But that's a different part. Now, is it legally allowed? Should he be the Chief Minister? Can he be in the jail and run the government? If you are a government employee, Shri sir, and you are in jail for 48 hours, you have to lose your job. You're suspended immediately, you're terminated. One of the two happens to you. Why such a person can run from the jail? That's question number one. Is it legal? What is the intervention of LG? Point number two, very important. Yesterday, we came to know that Kejriwal ji has given some adesh, written notice to somebody for some sewer work and all that. The question is, what baffles my imagination? You are in ED custody. How can you sign letters? And how did that move from ED office to your people? What is happening with the ED? I mean, there is a breach of trust. There's a breach of security. There's a breach of privilege within the ED custody. If that is happening, is that not a case? Is that not a case? Aap kuch keh rahe the, ji?
Yeah, so a couple of things there. I think he sent it through his lawyer. Remember, lawyer has complete access to the person he's representing. So it's not ED's fault. I mean, you can give anything to the lawyer. Lawyer has the privilege. Whether the lawyer did right by giving this kind of being a courier for government, that is wrong. Also, second thing, did Raghav Chaddha inform the Minister of External Affairs before he left for London? There's a protocol, Sirji. If you are a member of Parliament, you need to get okay from MEA, because MEA will do a good quick screening to make sure that you are going to be safe wherever you go, because you are a member representing India at that point of time. Once you become a Rajya Sabha member, you are becoming, because if they don't do that, what happens is, supposing something goes wrong in London or England somewhere, what will people say? Oh, where is India's security? How can a people's representative be? So I don't think he did.
No, I don't think
that is another question that needs to be asked. Suji, we have questions coming in now. If you could conclude in a minute, and then I have 1 minute to ask, say something. Go ahead, sir.
Now, I have one more thing, sir. Now, so the point I was trying to make is exactly this lawyer carrying this letter from ED custody to his Arvind Kejriwal's men. Is that legal? Is this what is permitted? To my knowledge, I'm not a legal luminary, but I think it is not permitted. This is not within the law. So a case has to be registered. There's a breach. There's a breach of privilege. There's a breach of trust which has happened. So I think a case must be registered on that. And there's one more thing. Now, today I heard something very, very disturbing. One of the Aam Aadmi Party leaders was saying, Shri Kans knew that his end will come by Shri Krishna. Ravan knew that his end will come by Bhagwan Shri Ram or Ram. And here they are saying that Modi knows his end will come through Kejriwal. What kind of a language is this? How can you talk about the Honorable Prime Minister like this? What are you trying to kill each other? We are in the, you can win or lose against Modi ji, but we are not in the business of killing each other. Krishna killed Kans. Bhagwan Shri Ram killed Ravana. What do you mean by the end of Modi will come through Kejriwal? Arey bhaiya, what are you talking about? You're literally threatening the Honorable Prime Minister. You're threatening him with death. What is this? Where is the BJP? Why BJP is not looking into it? Why somebody is not taking the legal necessary? What do you mean by end of Modi? How are you comparing with the death of Krishna and death of Ravana? You could have used a better example. You can say Kejriwal will defeat Modi and all. That's okay. But what do you mean by end of Modi? This is a serious thing, sir. Well, what are we talking? If you're so much rattled, you've lost your sense of proposition, you can use this kind of a language against the Prime Minister of the country. This is really, really obnoxious, sir.
Very true, very true. And viewers, I just want to read one small passage from a book, The Rise and Fall of AAP, because you need to understand when this whole tamasha started. Whose movement was it? Who hijacked it? Just 2 or 3 paragraphs. It all began when Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar started the ball rolling with a resolution to gather 5,000 Art of Living volunteers on March 1st, 2009 to assemble and protest against terrorism and corruption. Titled The March Against Terrorism Against Corruption, AOL had invited Arvind Kejriwal and others such as Mr. 𝗤𝗍𝘅, Mr. Prahalad Kakkar and Mr. Anirudh Bal. Around 10,000 gathered that day in March from Parliament Street to India Gate. Chants of Inqilab Zindabad, Youth for Equality, 𝗤𝙗𝘀 है तो साथ चलो filled the air. Kejriwal even came up with a tagline, "Free the country from the black British." खुद बोल रहा है. Seeing the success of the event, Sree enlisted Kiran Bedi, then Kejriwal, and reached out to Anna Hazare, was committed to bringing the crowd to the IAC meetings, while it was expected that someone clean, such as Anna Hazare and Kiran Bedi, would manage the event. How Kejriwal managed to hijack this and reap political dividends from this is a fascinating story. This is page 7 and 8 of my book. You can buy this thing. You can buy it either paperback version or you can buy the ebook right now at 𝗤𝙗𝑆ree.com. I just wanted to tell people that I released this book in late 2017, if I remember correctly. So all I can say is, this guy was a fraud from the day one. So over to you, sir. I think we can take some questions if you don't mind, Sumit Ji.
Yeah, plus 30 seconds. Now, the whole thing is that I am only requesting Government of India. I am requesting Pradhan Mantri Ji, Greh Mantri Ji, I am requesting Raksha Mantri Ji and Dr. Jaishankar Sahab. Sir, this is a serious issue, because if this is true, nothing of this stature has happened in India. Nothing of this stature should ever happen in India. The whole government machinery should get into action. And if this is true, this should be exposed, and the most exemplary punishment should be handed over to all the people who have been involved in this. That is my hand-folded request.
Thank you so much. And we are getting a lot of encomiums for our music. Thank you so much. We will strive to make even better music. This is something that we are, again, work in progress. This video will come back a little bit more refined, if you will, in a few days' time. As and when we work on it, we'll continue to improve on this, because there is something that we have in mind. Once it's all taking shape, once you guys say, okay, this is really good, I'll tell you what we did. Let's now go to questions. Magnet Rangaji wants to know, Jai Shri Ram, is Kejriwal caught only for liquor scam, or are there other issues as some smart social media posts suggest?
Rangacha, namaskar. One is liquor scam, then there is Delhi Jail Board, then there is this Mola Clinic scam, then there is the school wala scam, which is somewhere pending in the docs. Now you have new Pannun, which has come on the light. Now you have this ED wala, and there is snooping wala. So at least we know 7 which we know right now. There might be 1 or 2 which I must have missed. So at least these 7 are for sure. So there are a lot of things which, and eventually when you will start investigating one, the more skeletons will start tumbling out of the cupboard. That is 6, 7 are looking right now, which I kind of read to you. So it's a long haul for Mr. Kejriwal. And what Pannu is claiming, now an international designated terrorist, anti-India power, an anti-India separatist, is clearly saying, I have paid 130 crore rupees to Arvind Kejriwal. This is a serious allegation. He has put the pictures, he has put the things.
Sirji, I have to tell one other thing that happened. I think it was right after the Punjab elections, if I remember correctly. Aam Aadmi Party lost, and then, but they had collected a lot of chanda from United States, especially all these Kotestani guys. And Kumar Vishwas comes again to Bay Area to solicit funds. They had their shoes in their hands. They wanted to beat the hell out of this fellow, because they had taken money for one thing and they had redirected it to something else. This was a riot, Sirji. This was an auditorium in a university campus, and Kumar Vishwas should come and explain what happened that day. My God! So this thing is a whole fraud group. Now even they have unlinked him also. Kumar Vishwas is no longer there. So at least now you should tell the truth. What happened that day? Anyway, let's go to questions now. Next question, please. Sid Dave, thank you so much for your donation. How did Sikhs develop these feelings? I understand Blue Star and Sikh violence alienated many Sikhs. But how were some Sikhs alienated from Hindu society? They are a dharmic Indian religion like Hinduism.
You see, basically, 𝗤𝙧𝙤𝘀𝘍, there is a very small group within Sikhs which made a divide between Hindus and Sikhs. It was always the Khalistani agenda. It was always the 𝗤𝙧𝙤𝘀 of Pakistan. It was always the Pakistan who wanted to create this divide. And let me tell you, Pakistanis are real shit scared of Sikhs. They are very, very scared of Sikhs. 𝗏𝑪𝑇𝑖𝑚 सरदारों से. You know, if you look at Kuldip Singh Chandpuri, if you look at Nirmaljeet Singh Sekho, if you look at all the brave Sikhs of India, who fought with their sweat and blood for India, they're scared of Sikhs. They always wanted that this Sikhs should be somehow separated. They were scared of Maharaja Ranjit Singh. They were scared of Hari Singh Nalwa. They were scared of Banda Singh Bahadur. They have read about the Sikh valor, and they were very shit scared about them. So they tried to divide this. Operation Blue Star and all was something wherein Indira Gandhi created a Frankenstein. It went wrong. It went against the Indira Gandhi. Then she used all the brute power. But there was a group of Sikhs which were living out of India. And so slowly, they got poisoned because they did not have, their generations did not have access to the ground. They did not know what is Punjab. They did not know how in India Hindus and Sikhs live. They don't know. In fact, Sikhs were a part of a group of Hindus who wore the turban, who had this kada, who had this kripan. And under the leadership of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, what they vowed to protect 𝗤𝙧 and Hindu. They vowed to protect Hindu and 𝗤𝙧. That was the whole idea. And after such a brilliant and a valiant and history, some people fermented this divide in Pakistan, and some people out of India walked into the trap because they had no access to the ground. They were not coming to the ground. Their next generations started believing this. And eventually then at the right point of time, Pakistan kind of got involved with this Khalistan. They got people like Pannun and some others. Then some terrorists got with it. Some gangs got with it. Then drug peddlers got with it. Then criminal syndicates got with it. Then the music rights got with it. So it became a dangerous cocktail of things where this cause was keeping a full-fledged multi-billion-dollar industry alive. So the moment you have multi-billion-dollar industry formed, there'll be forces which will go to any extent to keep it alive. That is how to put it in a very short and a crisp way. How did this all happen?
Next question, please. Jay, thank you so much. Jai Bhole Baba. Sir, let's say if this attack is failed by DS, Deep State, will the next attack, fueled by, I think it's fueled by Deep State, will the next attack on NIRs or NRIs so that it can put pressure on Bharat? If yes, how can we deal with it?
You see, the only thing is, my brother, how can we deal with it is that you don't take it literally. I'm just explaining the one thing. Is saying always keep your gunpowder dry. That doesn't mean you should carry guns and all. You should always have your liabilities limited. You should have always your things limited. You should be always highly mobile. That is what I would advise to all. Because I have been always worrying about one thing. If you look at PGurus, look at some of the last episodes. I've been telling that one day, today, tomorrow, someday, they will start attacking NRIs, especially Hindus, so that will put the pressure on the government of India. This is going to happen. And you know, unfortunately, the problem now today is we have gangsters with them, we have terrorists with them, for whom, you know, crime and blood does not mean a lot. So we have to be wary about this. We have to be aware about this. We have to be very careful where we live. We have to look our assets. We have to look our liquidity. We have to be light. The only thing is you have to be light, minimal liabilities and maximum mobility. That is how I can answer in one sentence. Minimum liabilities and maximum mobility. That keeps you safe.
Next one, please. Thought provocateur, thank you so much. Kejri Devi, Bhagat Singh जगह AK-420 को photo लगान भूल गई. I don't know what he's saying.
I think he's talking about Mrs. Kejriwal. She forgot to put the photo of Bhagat Singh. You see, we should not get into anybody's personal family and all. But the thing is that we are talking something very serious here, thought provocateur ji. I am talking about a dreaded terrorist, a dreaded Pakistani stooge, an outpost of ISI, telling that to your chief minister of the Delhi, I have given 130 crores for this. It is a mother of all allegations right now, which we are seeing. And about when we substantiate the proof, I mean, we have to be serious about this. If this is true, can we say that Khalistan had penetrated up to the Delhi government? That is the summary what I get. And if Khalistan had penetrated up to Delhi government, that means ISI had penetrated into Delhi government. That means ISI's funding had penetrated into Delhi government. That means foreign forces had penetrated up to Delhi government. If that is true, and Delhi is what? Delhi is the national capital of the India. So in the capital of India, you have a government which is controlled by Khalistani and Pakistani. So you're saying that somebody from the K2 desk is calling the shots what will happen in Delhi. It's a very, very serious national security breach, sir. And we cannot take it lined up. It's not about one photo here and there, but it's a very serious national security breach.
Next one, please. Raviraj wants to know, do you see a visit of Obama in London? You see, CIA has sent to shift power from UK to US. This CIA tool, Kejriwal, will be replaced by a new face, Ram Ram.
You see, honestly, I'll tell you something. There have been a lot of things going out in circles, and people get those crazy ideas. Somebody told me, I know one friend of mine called me. He said, "Oh, I saw somewhere or I read somewhere that a lot of people from dinosaur era who come and talk about geopolitics." He said, somebody told me, "Oh, Raghav Chaddha went to meet Obama in UK and all." I said, "Bhaiya, you see, Obama is still Obama. If it is Rahul Gandhi, I might still agree, but he will not meet Raghav Chaddha, bhai. There is a stature of Obama. And do you think CIA and do you think people like MI6, they will settle their deals with Raghav Chaddha? What is the impact of Raghav Chaddha? Delhi. Maximum impact of Delhi. If it is a Rahul Gandhi or somebody, it is true. And again, this meeting will never ever happen in London. This will happen where you are away of the radars of the most of the intelligence agencies. This will happen in some of the West Asian countries. This will happen in a country wherein you will not know where somebody disappeared for 2 days. So these meetings don't happen in London. They don't happen. Yeah, Obama was in London for a different agenda, for a different issue. But it has nothing to do with Kejriwal and Raghav Chaddha and all. They don't operate at such low level. They operate at much higher level. They believe in regime change. They believe in changing the government. If it was a Rahul Gandhi, you could still say, because Rahul Gandhi has a national impact. And Raghav Chaddha doesn't even have a Delhi impact. Don't make him Rahul Gandhi. He's not there. He can't be there. So these things don't hold value, right? And these things don't happen so much openly, brother, where you and me can see it. And where in London is a place where every intelligence agency has assets. You can't meet people in London and do all these things. These meetings will never happen in London. This might happen in Estonia. This might happen in somewhere in a Macau or a Cyprus. Something like that is still possible. But London, no way. This will not happen in London. And Obama will not come. Arey bhaiya, Obama will not come and meet Raghav Chaddha. Itne bure din nahi aaye abhi uske.
Next one, please. Vijay Kumar Srivastava is asking, will KHA terrorist chief video message will bring NIA in action? What is Congress stand? Stubble starts. Namaskar.
Vijay ji, this has to bring NIA into action because we are talking here of foreign funding. When it is foreign funding and there's a strong allegation and a video evidence, and we are talking of some 130 crore rupees, I think the logical NIA has to get. That is why I have been requesting the Honorable Greh Mantri ji, Amit Shah ji, that after this, the NIA should get into action and should investigate. We don't know, is it true, untrue, but if it is true, it's something serious. So once the NIA investigates and all, then we should have to find, because the letter which has come in the public forum, it's a very troubling piece of document. What is the interest of Mr. Kejriwal in Bhullar? Why should an elected chief minister bother about Bhullar? And exactly this Bhullar is what Pannun is talking about. And money, and obviously there would be a money trail somewhere. There would be a money trail somewhere which will have. And usually whenever such dealings are done, sir, I'll tell you one thing. You might pay, let's say 99 crores by round tripping of the money, but you will pay a 1 crore which can be tracked. That 1 crore will lead them to the 99. These people also know how to cover their backside. I'm seeing people like Pannun. Even they're paying 100 crores, they might pay you 99 through ABCD means. But 1 crore, they'll provide to direct means. Look, Chinese paid a few $100,000 directly into Rajiv Gandhi Foundation. Why? They wanted to leave a trail. Chinese are not stupid. Why should they pay a few $100K into Rajiv Gandhi Foundation? If they want, they can round trip $1 billion from here and there. But they wanted to pay some money into the bank so that, okay, here is the link, buddy. Watch out. Don't do this. Then we can do this. That is how they work.
Absolutely. And you mentioned on previous question, just 1 second. No, please, previous question you said about let's not take personal attacks. But what we are seeing today was a very tasteless Instagram post by a member of the Congress party against a candidate who's standing from Mandi constituency in Himachal Pradesh. And I'm hearing that after seeing the uproar, the said person has taken the Instagram post down. Is it true, Sumit Ji?
Sir, what we saw today is heights of absurdity, is heights of uncivilized behavior, is heights of that anti-woman attitude, is heights you can insult a fellow candidate and a fellow person, is the heights how you can insult a woman. That is how I look at it. It was atrocious. I don't want how to describe it. And the language it was seen, some mandi mein kya bhav chal raha. We all know what it means in Hindi. But again, then they say we have not done it. Somebody has done it. Somebody has done it. This Congress has stooped to the lowest denominator. Now, if you are using a picture of a lady and trying to equate it with some kind of a brothel and trying to write those in between double meaning lines, this is the worst you can fall as a grand old party. And after that, either if that lady is not sacked by tomorrow by Sonia Gandhi ji, then I will fully conclude Congress is 101% against women of this country and against the women of the world. If that lady is not sacked tomorrow, even from the primary membership, then the case is closed that the Congress is 100% against women. I can't even tell you what is in that post. I don't want to talk about what is in that post. But when I saw the post, it was really troubling. It is not our culture. It is not our sabhyata. It is not what India and Bharat stands for. This is really appalling and this is really atrocious. It is cheap, it is crass, and it is demeaning. It is demeaning to the Bharat and it is demeaning to our women of Bharat, because what was written there. And supposedly it's written for a woman. If no action is issued against that and no apology is issued, then you can see that this is what Congress thinks about the women of the country. Then let our mothers and sisters decide. Do they want to vote for such people? Let them show by the vote. Let them show them power by the vote. I have not seen anything in last 50 years like this. That's what I can tell you.
And the reason she has explained is something that a certain politician, is a scoundrel, rascal, is also contesting this year, had said similar excuse, that his phone had been hacked, because what had happened was his then wife, who's no more, caught him with somebody who is identified as an ISI asset. I don't have to tell you the names. Everybody knows this story. This rascal still roams free. That is the unfortunate part.
Sir, you can't say my phone was hacked. When they hacked your phone, why would they only put an anti-BJP post? They should also put an anti-Congress post. They'll put some. Why they only hack your phone? They put one post. It's the Congress good old tactic. They do it. They test the water, see how it goes. When they see there's a current in the water, they say, galti, I don't know. Somebody hacked my phone. I don't know. Why do people hack your phone and put a post against a woman that is from BJP, that constituency, that post, that double meaning, and they again get your phone back to you? Say, madam, kaam ho gaya. My phone, my hacking is job. So I do hacking for Congress and against BJP. Where do you find such hackers? Can you tell me the address, please?
And if people of a certain state still vote for this rascal, I can only tell you that your literacy is not worth the paper on which it is written. Don't call yourself as 100% educated and literate. That's all I can say. Next question, please. I've given enough hints. Next question, please. Shobjit Singh, बहुत धन्यवाद आपको. Thank you so much. I'm a BJP supporter, but I hope that this arrest impact BJP in election in a negative way, which I hope doesn't happen. Please give your opinion. I don't think there's any. I heard that people are happy in Delhi.
Shobjit Singh Ji, what I can tell you, the people of Delhi and people of India are happy because you see, Arvind Kejriwal said "Chauthi fail Raja" to Prime Minister Modi. I'm an anarchist. Arvind Kejriwal. He's a psycho fan. Modi is afraid of me. Today I was telling you that leaders are saying "Kans" and that analogy of Ravana, and they are saying the Prime Minister. When you go to scoop to that level, and you are saying I am a Pada Likha IITian, if they are a Pada Likha IITian, right? And we have a Chauthi fail Raja as per your version. Our Chauthi fail Raja is 1,000 times better than you are. We are happy with him, right? We don't want an IITian who is in jail for a multi-thousand crore scam. We don't want an IITian who is hand in glove with Pannun, and where Pannun is telling you, hey, God damn it, I paid you 130 crores, you didn't deliver the goods. So if this is what your Padhai Likhai gives you, we are happy not to have you, sir. Sir, aap hame chhod do. We are good. We are good with somebody in this. We are good with even somebody this. And by the way, Prime Minister Modi has a master's degree. He's not a 𝗤𝗚𝘀𝘍 unless until you think if you are not an IITian, you're a 𝗤𝗚𝘀𝘍, then I'm also a 𝗤𝗚𝘀 because I'm not IITian by any standards. Neither am I IRS officer. So, and I don't know Shri sir is a IITian or not. Or I know he's not an IRS officer. So maybe if he's not an IRS, then we both are 𝗤𝗚𝘀𝘍. And I think 99% of the people watching this, they are either not an IITian or not an IRS officer. So we are all 𝗤𝗚𝘀𝘍. भैया हम सब 𝗤𝗚𝘀𝘍 हैं. साहब आप बहुत पढ़े लिखे हो. आप मतलब if studying means only IIT degree, then we are all 𝗤𝗚𝘀𝘍. This is a nation of 𝗤𝗚𝘀𝘍. भैया मैं सबसे बड़ा 𝗤𝗚𝘀𝘍 हूँ. मैं 𝗤𝗚𝘀𝘍. So what do you say? This is heights of when you go crazy literally. This is how people get crazy. This is how power corrupts you, and absolute power corrupts you more. This is the typical case of that. People are happy. People wanted this action to be seen. I urge again, respected Honorable Greh Mantri Ji Amit Shah Ji, sir, this 130 crore thing is pretty big. We need it to be investigated. We don't know right now if it's true or untrue, but prima facie there are things which make us suspicious. If this is true, I mean, what can you imagine now? Iske baad kya bacha dekhne ko? There's nothing to see, sir. We are done with it. We are done. I've been telling you, Shri sir, AAP is a Delhi phenomena. It is born in Delhi and it will be eliminated or it will be terminated in Delhi only. It will never become a national phenomena. It's a Delhi party and it will end up in Delhi only.
Next one, please. 𝗒𝙧𝙤𝘀𝘍𝘆 𝗤𝘂𝘍. Sir, similar to Kejriwal, we don't see any action of security agencies against Gandhi Vadra families. Even justice for SSR has died its own death.
I'll tell you two things. I'll start with SSR. SSR SIT has been formed. Look, SSR, there is a political involvement into it. Let's not, and Shri sir has written a book about it, so you have to read the book. There's a political involvement into it. It will happen at the right point of time when politically it's apt and convenient. I can be direct with you here, right? Regarding the Nehru Gandhi family, again, brother, you have to wait for it. Shikanja kasra, but again in politics, to do a thing, time and timing is everything. You don't do a thing. Imagine, we were told when if Kejriwal is arrested, the whole of Delhi will be on the roads. Delhi mein matam hoga, Delhi mein ye hoga, wo hoga. Have you seen even one soul on the road? I don't even see the Karyakartas on the road of Aam Aadmi Party. 3 days. So you have to dismantle the aura of the person, then handle the person. If you handle the person with the aura, I'll give you an analogy. I have a piece of red hot iron. I have a tawa which is red hot. I try to pull it down from the gas stove. What will happen? My hand will burn. Or I let it cool down. Then I can conveniently put it and keep it wherever I want to keep it. So don't handle the tawa when it's red hot. Let it cool down. Then handle the tawa. That art and timing of doing it is politics, and that art of timing and doing it is cooking, which you, me, our mothers and sisters do. So when the people of the trade or the professionals of the trade exactly know when to put down the tawa from the gas. It's hot or it is red hot or no hot. They exactly know the timing. So trust the people who know the timing. होगा. जिसने भी देश को लूटा है, लौटाना पड़ेगा, sir. लौटाना पड़ेगा. Trust me, it will happen.
Next one, please. Poonam Abhi wants to know, first 5 Sikhs ever, the Panj Pyaras of 10th Guru, were from Tamil Nadu, Orissa, Gujarat, Haryana, and only one from Punjab. Till then, there was no Sikhs as now. Govind Singh was Gobind Rai till then.
I can't agree more with you, Poonam Didi. You have got it, and I've been always saying, Panch Pyaras were from different states. Guru Gobind Singh Ji was Gobind Rai, and Banda Singh Bahadur was a Rao. He was a Rao, right? So it's these Panch Pyaras got Guru Gobind Singh Ji into what you see the current form, wearing a turban, wearing this bow, arrow, sword and all. And Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj was a devotee of Ma Kali. On his sword, you have Ma Kali engraved on it. And let me tell you, Guru Maharaj never lost a battle, because it is believed that he was directly blessed by Ma Kali. He never lost a battle all his life. Nobody could defeat him. And he was killed by Aurangzeb by treachery. He did not die in a battle. And let me tell you, who was he fighting for? Which Sultanate? With Badshah? What was his kingdom? Who was he fighting for? So this is the great history of Sikhs, and some people like this Pannun and these Khalistanis unfortunately have brought so much of shame to our Sikh brothers. I can't explain this. You brought it rightly. This is what reality is. And who was Tukaram? Who was Todarmal? What is the story of Anandpur Sahib? What is the story of Chamkor Sahib? What is the Battle of Chamkaur Sahib about? You know, Chiriya naal baaz ladawate Guru Gobind Singh naam karawa. Iknu ik lakh ladawate Guru Gobind Singh naam karawa. People don't know about it. What is Zafarnama? People don't know about it. These people like Pannun should be jute marne chahiye public mein usko. You know, you should get him and give him the juta in the public, because the kind of image they have made of our Sikh brothers is atrocious. Sikhs are nothing like what these people are projecting them, right? Valiant warrior 𝗏𝘂𝘁. And I will tell you, a Sikh never begs. You will not see a Sikh begging anywhere. You know, what have they made this into? This is so unfortunate, and you brought a very right point, and this is what the reality is. And Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj decided one thing. He said, look, up to now we were doing the self-sacrifice, arpni qurbani, shahadat. Now it is not the time of sacrifice. My father, his father, Guru 𝗤𝙧𝙤 Maharaj, is called Shadri Hind because he did the ultimate sacrifice. Guru Gobind Singh said, no, now we have to fight, we have to pick up the arms and defeat. And it is Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, it is Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, and then you have Maharanas from and Maharana Pratap and all from the Rajasthan. These people were principally responsible for dismantling Aurangzeb's empire. When British came in with Bahadur Shah Zafar, it was a cakewalk. British could have not done what they would have done if these three people, especially Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj and Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, would have not dismantled Aurangzeb's empire. Nobody talks about that. This is the history, because we were even taught the wrong history. This is not documented in our history books. Do you know that Banda Singh Bahadur was a Rao? He was a Rao, R-A-O, Rao. Nobody knows about it.
This is Nanded, right? That is where that was a place where they had, there is a Gurdwara also, there's a big community also still in Maharashtra.
वही मैं कह रहा हूँ ना sir, they don't talk about it. They don't want to talk about it. They want to hide it.
Next question, please. Rahul Srivastava ji, thank you so much for becoming a YouTube member. Divakar wants to know, sir, heard from other channels that the next puppet from deep state could be a Sanatani figure. How much truth is there in this?
Sir, if I would have known deep state, I would be there. I will be their puppeteer. I don't know. Look, deep state and all are real. But you see, after Modi ji comes back, you know, in the next 1 or 2 months, a deep state is going to have a run for their money, because for 10 years, they have not got the return of investment. And they will not be there for next 10 years. How only the few major players will stand, but they will not try to do this. This is not how they operate. They have their own ways of operation. I don't agree to the Sanatani will be this figure. If there is one Sanatani, why should he listen to the deep state? Tell me, if you're a true Sanatani, will you work against your Desh and Dharma for money? Then you are not a Sanatani. Na? Sanatani and deep state, accomplice cannot be true. So don't use the word Sanatani. So if he's a true Sanatani, he will die rather than working for deep state. So Sanatani, जैसे मैं हमेशा कहता हूँ, if you are a Khalisa, you cannot be Khalistani. And a Khalistani can never become a Khalsa even after being born 7 times. True Sanatani, patriotic Indian will never ever work for a deep state, whatever the price or whatever the reward may be.
Next one, please. Rahul Srivastava wants to know, Happy Holi, Sree Ji and Sumit Ji. My question is, what would happen to KJW after the arrest? Kejriwal, I think. What are the consequences of this? Is there something serious that will happen to him or nothing?
I think, after evading 8 summons, by the way, there's one more charge about him. When you evade all the 8 summons, there's one more case which is opened against you. So this is the case number 8. Adding to Ranga sir's answer, this is case number 8. So, this is a serious thing now, because the things have gone beyond the things. And I think Government of India also has substantial proofs. So Kejriwal is up for a big time thing. And even if he's out of the jail, these 8 cases are still going to be him. He's out of power, still these 8, 9, 10 cases are there. They will not be shed till the time they are decided. For next 20, 30 years, he'll be quite busy when going to the courts. Monday this court, Tuesday this court, Wednesday this court, Thursday, Friday this court, Saturday this court, Sunday will be a chutti, then again Monday this court. That is how it will happen. You don't play with the law, you don't play with the country. These are not kind of those small things, small things which might happen here and there, some allegations here and there. If we're talking of 130 crores of Khalistani, Pakistani money channeled into Delhi government, it's a big deal, man. Rahulji, it's a really big deal.
Next one, please. Raviraj wants to know, congratulations a lot on your efforts. I see Bharat also coming up with on our index to counter West index on various narratives. God bless you both with good health. Thank you so much, Raviraj ji.
Yes, Raviraj, we are coming up with our own indexes. That is what I've been always kind of suggesting on TV debates, that why should we go with some index run by some NGO in a 2-bedroom flat somewhere in Norway, and which is telling us how hungry we are. Well, that is not the case. We should run our own indexes, and we should tell the world how hungry you are and how desperate you are. In fact, let me tell you, I don't want to get into this, but I will tell you a line about this. The biggest problem of Europe is Islamization. If they don't wake up pretty soon, what happened in Russia could happen in every country of Europe. And Russians can still fight it out. And let me tell you, Europeans, you are no match to Russians. You can't handle it. It's better you wake up, smell coffee. Don't forget about how hungry. Forget how hungry India is. Huh? You bother about next door. Somebody knocking at the door. Worry about that.
Anil Kumar Panigrahi, thank you so much. Sirji, you know what is going on in Fremont? Well, yes, Atish ji, I do know. It's a neighboring city, and I have a lot of work there, businesses and things like that. I am very familiar with what is going on. This is a suburb of Silicon Valley, and that is where this lady, what's her name, Aisha is a state senator from there. She's the one who passed this SB 403 through the Senate and the Assembly, only for the governor to strike it down. They are, I'm sure, hard at work trying to retool this, because the next person who's going to be most likely succeeding this governor is a hand-picked Soros appointee. We are in for a long grind, guys. All I can tell you is, if many of your friends have not yet subscribed to PGurus, or they are not aware of PGurus, please do share our links and ask them to subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much. Next one, please.
I want to make one small appeal here.
Yeah.
Friends, if you really want your friends to subscribe, one thing has to be done. All your WhatsApp groups, please share these videos. You know, WhatsApp groups are always of like-minded people. Yes. So when you share them on the WhatsApp groups, it's very high probability that the complete fraternity or the complete ecosystem of yours or network of yours gets the information at the real time. So that's a service which you can do.
Next one, please. Yuri wants to know, thank you, Yuri. If tomorrow 100 million people demand separate country, will government have to agree to that demand?
No. Why do we have to agree to that demand? I don't think we have to agree to that demand. It's not a question of 100 million or 10 million people. We don't have to agree to that demand. India was partitioned once. What people had to go have gone. And if somebody is not happy, you see, there are 57 Muslim countries and there are 150 Christian countries. The world is big. Pack your suits, buy a ticket, take a flight, and hasta la vista. What is the problem?
Next one, please. Yuri again, thank you. Is BJP building all its economy and infrastructure only to be looted by next communist government? Unless we have ironclad laws, we will lose territory.
I think in this term of Prime Minister Modi, we can expect a lot of changes. What he has said, Prime Minister Modi said, "Moolbhoot parivartan honge." Those groundbreaking reforms will be done, and I think July, August, you will see most of them happening. You are right. There is a problem. There is a threat, and there are much bigger threats which we have to tackle. I think 10 years of development, good. Now the country is on the right path economically and diplomatically and all. Now we have to do some path-breaking reforms. Waqf board cannot be the second largest land bank owner in India. Well, that won't work somewhere. There are some serious problems which we have, and they need to be tackled. And still, there's a problem of I won't say Muslim appeasement. There's a problem some Muslims face, that because I am Muslim, I'm privileged. You should be thankful to me if I say something good. If I say I'm patriotic, you should salute me with both the hands. So those phenomena, those feelings have to go. And there are some fundamental changes which need to be done, which is police reforms. We need judicial reforms in this country. I'll be very candid with you. There are a lot of reforms which are needed to be done now. And I think this is the term when Prime Minister Modi is going to deliver them, because he will not have to bother next 5 years about the elections. And there are some unresolved agendas like POK and all, which you have to also set.
Before we go to Maya's question, 𝗒𝙗𝘅 एक चीज बोला था, I am perplexed with BJP. What Shobha Karandlaje, the Minister of State, had said about the involvement of people from Tamil Nadu in the Cafe Rameswaram bombing was 100% spot on. There were 5 people involved. All of them had come from Tamil Nadu. One of them is believed to be a Bangladeshi guy, but he also trained in this area called Krishnagiri forest. Whatever she said is absolutely backed with fact. I don't know why BJP felt the need to kind of backpedal on that one. Look, law and order is law and order. If there is truth, you have to tell the truth. A lot of vernacular channels have carried the facts, the names of the people involved, how they've had a long history of violence, of having killed other Hindus. This is not easy, and I don't know. They could have given a total press conference detailing the names, what they did, unke kriyayein kya hai, and then she could have just dug in. I don't know why they did this. Anyway, I just wanted to tell our viewers that, you know, whatever she said was absolutely spot on. Next question, please. Maya Jagannathan wants to know, why are Sikhs who are massacred in 1984 riots by the then Congress government, why are they anti-BJP, who are in no way connected with Sikh killings and not anti-Congress?
This is the magic work of Pakistani ISI. This is the money coming from Canada. This is the money coming from all the gurdwaras around the world. This is when the Sikh youth are not connected to the ground. This is a problem when all the people are willing to, rather dying to go to Canada to, you know, become a taxi driver or run a lorry there. These are the manifestations of the problem. And let's not forget, sir, Pakistan has been inducting drugs into Punjab like nobody's business. Drugs are inducted into Punjab. You know, imagine drugs coming and, you know, drones coming and dropping drugs into Punjab for free. Why should somebody drop drugs free on your land? They exactly want to kill your youth. So these are the things which have happened. And unfortunately, the gun culture has crept into Punjab. The Dera culture has crept into Punjab. Too much of alcohol has crept into Punjab. These are the things which are kind of spoiled the community. I mean, there is a lot of refinement which needs to be done by the elders within the community. And if Sikhs can only know what their gurus are, and what kind of sacrifices they have done, and what is their history of valor and glory, I don't think anything more needs to be taught to them. But there is something which we are not doing right. And Pakistan is able to ferment this, you know, propaganda for quite some time. Next one. Deepak Malhotra, Sumit Ji, why is Pannun rented on Kejri? Is it deals are done with Kejri? Perhaps Raghav Chaddha has been chosen with the Kejri replacement and shipped to London, your opinion. Deepak Malhotra Ji, look, Pannun is not rattled with Kejri. Pannun knows that this is a dead investment. Whoever gives money to Pannun bolega, bhaiya paise ka kya hua? What have you done to the money? Have you swallowed the money? He says, sir, look, I gave it to this man. He never delivered, sir. Now he's out of the power. So paisa doob gaya, sir. Money is gone down the drain, sir. No, they are not going to put their money on the Raghav Chaddha. And let me tell you, Raghav will not replace Kejriwal. And you have to only believe Raghav can replace if he comes back to India. I don't know when is Raghav coming back to India. I don't see him coming very fast, at least for a few months. वो आँख में बहुत problem. It will take a lot of physiotherapy of the eye. I will tell you physiotherapy of the eye. That is the thing which I'm going to research and tell you in the next episode. So it's a physiotherapy of the eye which will happen. So you need specialists in London to do it. Delhi नहीं आ रहे साहब. Don't worry. And but I'm telling you, Aam Aadmi Party and Kejriwal are heading for a big time trouble. This goddamn thing is very, 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 very serious. I'm talking of Pakistani money into my government of Delhi, where a person like Pannun is demanding and asking my chief minister, why you are not, what have you done for the terrorists? It's serious, man. It's goddamn serious.
Next one. Jahangir Gotla, thank you so much. BJP should have a CM model of governance based on the best practices of CMs Yogi Ji and Himanta Biswa Sharma. Hope this happens.
Can't agree more. I am with you, Jahangir Ji, any day. I think Yogi wala model thoda acha hai. You know, there were these people who slaughtered 2 boys, and within 3 hours, Yogi Ji settled the guys.
I think only one got settled. One guy is caught. Is not killed yet.
So the main person got settled within 3 hours. So that is how you have to deal with crime and criminals. I think Yogi's model is the best.
Yes. One more question and then we'll wrap it up. Yuri B, thank you so much. Sree sir, just a gentle reminder about scheduling our conversation. This week on NWO. I will definitely look at that. Thank you so much. Viewers, this brings us to close on our Q&A session, episode 2 with Sumit Ji. Sumit Ji, let's take the blessings of Mahadev and then call it a wrap.
Sir, I mean, I really loved this Q&A session, and I hope by next week, more of our people will know and we'll have more questions, and we'll have questions on everything, because today we got questions mostly around the Kejriwal because we picked up that topic. Friends, you can ask questions about anything, everything, and we'll be happy. So your question sets the small agenda. How I look at it, your question sets the small agenda. We'll be obliged to answer all your questions and happy to work with you. On that note, thank you very much. We love your support. We love your blessings. We love your saath, and that makes us great. Huh? On that note, Bharat Mata ki jai, Vande Mataram, and Har 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 Mahadev.